And we are live. Welcome back to episode 2 of Third Act Cast. Yes. Yeah, we're still figuring it out. We'll figure it out. So what's up? Today we're going to be talking about a few things. We got a Send Help review, the new Sam Raimi movie. We all went out and saw that. We're going to be diving in and breaking down and talking about Fallout Season 2. The finale just came out. And we have a whole thing about that. And then we're going to be talking about Night of the Seven Kingdoms, episodes 3 and 4, because those, thankfully, the Super Bowl pushed Night of the Seven Kingdoms forward a couple of days, so we were able to all get caught up. And we'll talk about that, and then we'll see what's going on at the end. We have some, debates, and we'll ask some little games, I guess we'll play. But Trevor's got something here, right? So
I did write something.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Before we get into it, you guys have anything new you want to talk about? Anything interesting? No,
there's nothing new in my life.
No.
This is my highlight for the week.
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much. My family's still kicking. I had a good week. Can't complain. Yeah, how would you guys? Or not
no.
Mitchell. He had nothing to say. But
Nope.
I'm a little under the weather. I was like battling a fever or trying to fight it off at least earlier today. So I don't feel amazing.
COVID.
I feel good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's COVID V2 probably.
We lost all our viewers as soon as COVID was mentioned.
Okay. But yeah.
Nice.
First of all, I guess we'll just dive into Send Help. So Trevor and I went to see it together because we live in Canada, unlike one of us here, unfortunately.
Yeah. Sorry.
And we liked it, right?
Yeah, I did like it. I'm not like, I wasn't like in love, but I had a fun time at the movies. And that's what I'm expecting when I go to the movies. Make it worth the money, right?
Okay, well, we have 2 yeses. Mitchell, what do you think? You did like it. Okay, good.
I enjoyed, yeah.
He psyched me out. Mitchell, if you're listening to the podcast, Mitchell gave thumbs up.
Okay. So from your message in the group chat, Mitchell, I thought you said you were like, oh, I have some thoughts, and I thought it was gonna be like I didn't like it, I didn't fuck with it. But I'm glad that you did, because honestly, man, I know it's been like 2 months into 2026, but so far it's
already.
Yeah, I'm happy with these new, because usually January releases kind of suck, or I guess that's February technically, but it came out in January.
It wasn't a reboot or like off a book or anything. It was just like an original movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's totally original.
That makes it better.
I thought this is like Sam Raimi, at his peak. This is what he does. This is what he's best for. It's just like kind of, it's kind of a thriller. It's kind of a horror, but it's also got comedy. It's a unique story. It was nice to see him back in Doctor Strange, but at the same time, it's like,
I'll be honest, that one I hated. I hated that movie.
No. Yeah,
but I think that's because the Marvel and them were giving him too many. You need to do this and that. It was stupid. But the horror part of that movie, it was done well.
Sure, yeah, he had his elements of stuff that I like in that movie, but it's still under the guise of the MCU and the Marvel shit, which is always kind of you can't be fully creative when you're
cooks in the kitchen. Much.
Yeah. And he tried his best to make that different, but at the end of the day, when you finish watching it, you're like, nah. Just whatever.
You're setting up another movie. You're setting up more stuff. Yeah, it's not just him. But this movie, I was actually surprised how funny it actually was, because I think we were discussing the trailer vibes did not show that. It just seemed intense, uncomfortable. You're with a person you don't want to be. That's all you really need to know. But when we watched it, we were actually laughing quite a bit.
Yeah, I thought it was going to lean a lot more into the horror element based on the trailer. I thought it was going to be a lot more I don't know, maybe gory or
more
bloody.
Sinister.
Yeah, it was going to get really crazy. I mean, not that it didn't get crazy, but it was more Sam Raimi, which is honestly a welcome surprise. But
yeah.
I don't know.
If you watch it, you literally know it's made by Sam Raimi when it comes to the gore factor with the kind of weird, cringy humor that he very well fits into these horror movies. I don't really understand how he does it.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of horror element. I guess there's a few scenes other than gore that kind of make you feel like it's a horror movie. Other than that, though, I didn't really find this a horror movie per se.
Definitely more of a thriller.
Even the jump scares were kind of goofy, but they got me because I wasn't expecting
it worked.
them.
It was
There's
perfect.
one time there he's doing like a zombie on the beach type. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Like that zooming in and like kind of having the like it looks silly and shit. It's like perfect.
Yeah.
But
and they did the Evil Dead thing too, right? Where they did like the boar, right? So in the Evil Dead, they have like that camera thing where it's kind of chasing the person, kind of like ground floor level, and it's going through all the bushes and stuff. And as soon as I saw that, that's 100%.
Do you think they had
Evil
like
Dead.
an animal, like a dog, with that on, or do you think it's just like on?
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know.
So funny.
I guess we'll kind of, we're not gonna completely summarize the movie, but let's just kind of talk about it a little bit and go through the plot together. So it starts, so it opens and we meet her name's Linda Little with 2 D's, and she's kind of like an awkward,
such an annoying name.
Yeah, she right off the start, bad vibes, I guess, for her. Not really, but just awkward vibes.
She's a hard worker. She's just an annoying person to be around.
She's kind of weird and like and I don't know, clumsy, I guess, and just a little bit like socially like
awkward. She's painful.
Yeah,
she's painful to listen to. Yes.
Yeah, but she's a good worker and she's been there for a long time at the company and she's trying her best, and kind of everyone like, she's like, hey, I would love to go to this party you guys are doing, like karaoke, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, yeah, like no.
And that's very real, because there are people that don't read like the social cues.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, you guys are doing this, I guess I'll just tag along. It's like, Linda, fuck off. Like,
she has like greasy hair, and apparently she smells bad, and she's got like she's eating like tuna sandwich at her desk, and everyone's like, ew.
The fact
she
that
did really good for
her
acting though.
Yes. Honestly, everyone did.
She was very good
too. Yeah, everyone was good.
Also going off, she's an attractive actress from was it Mean Girls? Is that her?
Yeah,
no,
she was in Mean Girls. The Notebook.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so she was like someone that like people looked at and they're like, oh wow, she's beautiful. And then in this movie, she played like the opposite.
Yeah. Until
she got to the beach. But yeah, keep going.
And so I guess her former boss is Dylan O'Brien's character, Bradley.
Bradley
Preston. It's played by Dylan O'Brien, and it's I guess the dad died, and the idea was eventually that before he died, he was going to give her VP, and she was really working towards it and kind of had it like in her brain that she was going to get that position. But they bring in Bradley to the company to take over, and he's immediately like one of those like kind of like, like not like Wall Street, but he's kind of like a tech dude, like a business guy.
Tech bro.
Yeah, he doesn't care about what's going on. He's like a nepo baby, and he's like,
hasn't had to really work for much. It was given to him.
Yeah, so he's there, and he's like, he's already kind of like annoyed by her the second he meets her, and she has like tuna on her face, and he can't, like, he's only focused on that, and he's kind of like he's like an OCD kind of. He doesn't like get his hands dirty, that kind of guy.
But that would bother me too. Like someone talking to you.
I know.
That scene reminded me of the guy who has the mole in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
And they can't like, it was the same vibes. Like he couldn't think of anything but what was on her face. But yeah, keep going.
And so she's kind of like talking to him, getting to know him, and introducing herself, and he kind of brushes her off like whatever, fucking weirdo. And the idea is he goes into the office, and it's already planned that he's gonna give the position that she wanted to like just some random dude, his friend, like from school or whatever, that he golfs with, and it's like a bro thing, and they just kind of ignore her. They don't care about her. So she finds out.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you guys notice who the dad was? They only showed one thing, and I noticed it really quickly in the movie. No. There's a picture on in the office, right, when they're talking, which is his father's on the wall. Did you notice that it was Bruce Campbell?
Was
from
it?
The Evil Dead?
No,
yeah,
it was
a picture on the wall.
I looked up who was in the movie, and he was in it, and I was like, no, he wasn't. So okay,
one little picture.
Oh, I must have missed that. Yeah,
that's funny.
That's cool. Sam Raimi always puts Bruce in like fucking everything. In Spider-Man, he's like the announcer guy.
Wait, I'm stupid. I don't know all about the directors and what they do. He did Evil Dead, or no?
Yeah, he did Evil Dead 1 and 2.
All
he did all the
Spider-Man.
1 and 2, like the originals.
Yeah,
okay.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, and 3.
3 as well.
Army of Darkness, right?
Yeah.
And then he did this movie called Drag Me to Hell, which is like a horror movie. I think I can't remember it very well actually, but it was back in like I think like 2006, something like that, maybe.
early.
Yeah, it was pretty early, and then he's kind of done, you know, things here and there, but nothing crazy. Like the last thing I can remember that he did was the Doctor Strange movie, and like we said, like, you know, he did have some of his Sam Raimi stuff in there, but you know, it's kind of held back by the Marvel stuff. So nice to see him back for like a full original story here, where he's able to do everything he wants to do and go crazy, and yeah. So
Back at the office.
Back at the office, and she finds out that he's going to give the position away. She goes into the office, and it seems like the guy's kind of trying to do like a Harvey Weinstein thing to this girl, being like, how above and beyond are you willing to go for me for this position? And she kind of interrupts that.
To the other girl he's interviewing?
Yeah, the pretty girl he's interviewing. And she interrupts that, and then she kind of like, you know, protests and says like, you know, I've been here for 7 years or whatever. This guy's been here for 6 months. It's not fair, blah, blah, blah. And he's like being nice to her, but you know, he's kind of playing her a little bit.
It was all an act.
Yeah.
It was all bullshit.
Yeah.
By the way, I was surprised she actually stuck up for herself.
Well, yeah, he was too. He was like, I wasn't expecting you to do that. Like,
yeah.
But yeah. So she kind of she knows that he's not really gonna give it to her, and he's just kind of brushing her off. But he does invite her to come on this trip to wherever they're gonna go, Bangkok, I think, for business, and they're gonna have like a meeting. And he kind of pities her, like even though he doesn't want to invite her, he's like, whatever, just bring her and let her, because she's good with numbers.
I think though he invited her, but he didn't think she'd actually come. Like I think it was just like, I'm just throwing it out there to seem nice, but like I don't want her or expect her to come.
Yeah,
because she's like, she comes up and they're all like shocked by it. They're like,
when they're at the plane, he literally says, "Oh fuck me."
Yeah,
yeah.
He's like, "Hey," and he's like, they're all like just looking at her. They don't even say hi back or anything.
It's like if you're trying to have a guys' night, and then the one girlfriend comes, and it's like, well, now we got a spy. We can't loosen up.
Yeah. A little bit about her though. You see, before she goes on this trip, like she's at her apartment and she's alone. She has like a little bird, and she's like fucking around with the bird. And you can tell she's kind of like a weirdo, but she's like really into Survivor. Like she loves Survivor.
That was
like
funny.
Watching the show, and she like wants to be on it and everything. So anyway, they get on the plane. They're starting to fly over, and this one dude just like brings over a laptop, and he's like, "Yo, buddy, look at this." And she's like right there, like in her view. You can see them all looking.
They don't care at all. I was surprised.
They're watching like her survival audition or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all just like laughing and making fun of her, like right in front of her face.
And she's doing the hard work. Like she's actually trying to fix the issues. So that was so messed up.
Yeah.
They did a great job at making everything uncomfortable in this movie. I think that's one like great. Yeah. It's not just her. Like they actually made like the actual scenes and stuff with other people uncomfortable as well, just adding her into it.
I wrote that down. It made me extremely uncomfy. Yeah. That's what I wrote.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension and like good like I don't know, like it's never really predictable like what she's gonna do or what he's gonna do or what's next, you know, like it's really good writing and like acting by the both of them. So the plane, they're going, everything's kind of going okay. There's a little bit of turbulence, and this you can see Dylan O'Brien's character is like, he's like kind of a fake tough guy. Because like the guy's like, whoa, the plane.
He was in a
like,
frat. Yeah.
And he's like, what are you gonna sit down? Like sitting down for pussies. And then the plane like really hits the fucking turbulence, and the guy goes flying up. He's like, ah!
They start freaking out right away. And they don't care about each other in that moment. Once it's life or death, they're all bros, and you can tell that they didn't care. They just wanted to survive.
Yeah. So the plane starts like fucking going down, and the everyone's kind of like, well, especially Linda, she like really locks in, and she like kind of is getting ready for like what's gonna happen. And then the fucking door blows off the side, and they're getting sucked out, and the one dude's like grabbing onto her leg. He's like, "Give me your seat." Like, he doesn't care.
Like, no.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're gonna just switch right now.
Yeah. So she and this is again like some good Sam Raimi like gore and horror elements where she stabs him with like a fork or something to get him off. He flies out, and he gets like caught on the side of the plane. And his head's like hitting the fucking yeah. His head's like hitting the fucking side, and you can see all the gore, and it's really good.
That's something also you have to kind of get past a little bit when it comes to this movie. There are things that like truly if you're being held by your tie, you're just gonna come off. You know, it's gonna rip.
Yeah, it's
for
not
the amount
super
of pressure.
realistic. Yeah.
It's dramatic,
No,
like what is it, Final Destination?
Yeah,
where all the
sure.
deaths, like
kinda.
it's just
Yeah.
over the top. Yeah.
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 So the plane goes down. It looks like Linda was the only person to survive. She's able to swim out, and I think she has like a life raft or something, right? Like she has something, right? That she's able to float, or she gets on like a piece of something.
She gets on something.
Right? Yeah.
Didn't she wake up on the beach though? She didn't like swim out.
yeah,
She was just like
she
there
got
was
on
something
in the water.
floating.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
She's in the water. She gets onto something, and then she's able to float. And then we wake up, and she's on the shore of the beach.
Okay.
And then it's immediately like zooms out, and you can see just how this island is like, or how big this island is in comparison to her, and like it's pretty massive, and it looks like basically just like Madagascar. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. But apparently they're somewhere off the where are they? Gulf of Thailand. So they didn't quite make it to Bangkok. So she immediately starts like looking around, and she's doing her thing, and then she sees Bradley there on the beach, and his leg is all fucked up, and he's like not awake. He's like not doing so hot. And she takes him in, and she helps him and puts a shelter over him, and starts like, you know, getting things ready and doing her survivor thing. And
she barely freaked out. She just went to work, which I was so impressed with.
And that's, you know, because she was really into Survivor. She wanted to be on Survivor. So she kind of like knew what to do, and was like fun. It was like fun for her in a way, I guess. Yeah. So eventually, after kind of saving this guy's life and making sure he didn't die, he wakes up, and immediately he's like kind of being annoying and like mad at her.
Like right away.
Yeah.
Like not even like just like, okay, what are we doing here? Can we get out of here?
Yeah.
It was really easy to hate this character.
Seriously.
It was really easy to hate.
Yeah. I think the whole movie kind of is set up on the idea of like, can this guy redeem himself through the experience they have? And you know, obviously by the end we find out, but yeah, so he's already given her shit, and it's like very funny. Like his acting is like, he's such a piece of shit, but he's like really funny in the way that he talks.
He is.
It's like everything he
says. He was what was making me laugh most of the time. Just the way he delivered shit. Like,
and his laugh.
He went from confident to just like terrified. Like it was so much back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's like kind of, you know, she's in control here. Obviously, like he's fucked up. She's been awake the whole time. She built the shelter. She's got food, and she's got all these things going. Like... And she tries to go up and feed him, and he's like, "I'm not eating that. I don't want that." Like, blah blah blah, giving her all this shit. And then what happens? She goes like, "Okay, you know what? Like, if you're not gonna be like," oh, he says like, "Oh, you work for me," right?
Yeah, he starts treating her like the boss still.
And
she's
like,
where she gets upset.
She's like, "Okay, so after all of that, I save your life. You're gonna still be shitty to me." So she leaves. She leaves him, and it's like apparently like 2 days. And the way, and again, Sam Raimi's like a really creative style of editing, and you know, just the way he shoots things. It's like a pan of his face, and he keeps going back and forth.
And this is like the funniest scene to me.
Yeah, the more that it goes on, he's like, at first he's like, whatever, I don't care. And then it goes like, he's like, "What? Are you gonna come back?" And it's like he starts getting. And so there's one cut where his mouth is like foaming out of nowhere.
He's like foaming in the mouth. Well, at first he literally expects like, in a few hours they're gonna find me, and I'm just, you know, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it starts to like slowly hit him like, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah. And then it seems like he's like kind of fucked. Like he's like been in the sun, and his like, didn't his shelter like break and shit? There was like a storm while he was there, and he's just like, ah.
Yeah, she pretty much like just left him.
Yeah.
He couldn't move, so he's just stuck at where she left him.
Yeah. So then she comes back with some water, and she kind of helps him, and at that point he's like desperate, and he kind of goes like, "Okay," and she's like, "Well, we're not in the office anymore, right? So
yeah,
you know, this is what it's gonna
like, be respectful at least, right?"
Yeah. So where are we? He lets her take the lead and kind of, you know, do it, but he can still see he's doing it reluctantly, and he still is thinking of like ways to kind of get one up on her, and he still thinks that maybe like she should be doing things differently, whatever. And then there's
he's doing what he needs to do to survive. Right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't actually respect what she's doing. He's just trying to survive, and that's the way he's gonna go.
I feel like part of what made him so upset is like, yes, she's saving his life, but he didn't like seeing how joyful and how much she was like just like doing well there. So, and he's which is like a thing you would think about, like, yes, we got all the things we need, but now we do need to look for ways to get off this island. And she just wasn't really trying at all for that. So that's where I do agree with him. But besides that, I'd be like, no, I'm sticking with her. You're the leader. You know what to do. So on that part, I was on his side.
He was still trying to have like that, like, I'm better than you, I'm above you mentality. Like, you're just like I'm your boss, whatever kind of like ego he had. He wouldn't let it go, even though he was in a situation where he was basically relying on her to survive.
Yep.
And then so anyway, they're like, okay, we gotta get some food, and she goes hunting, right? And she's like, she has like all this shit made. She has like a fucking spear and a backpack and like all this stuff, and it looks so good. It's like they have like a tiki hut and all this shit. It's so random.
So crazy.
And then then you get the boar scene where she goes out into the wood.
Bro.
So like you said, Mitch, the Evil Dead thing where you see like the perspective of the boar and it's like running through the woods. The only thing I thought, like, the boar, it looked okay, but it was like kind of like heavy on the CGI.
Like the CGI looked bad.
A little bit, which I guess is more maybe of a stylistic thing, because I'm sure they could have made it more realistic if they wanted.
Well, I feel like blood comes off, like, okay, we get it, but once the snot started coming through, that's when you were like, oh, okay, this looks
like
a little
highlighted green.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
like,
that's what made it look so goofy.
Well, there was like mucus and shit in the boar's mouth, but
yeah,
you see the boar like jump out at her, and she's like, oh fuck, and then she like disappears, and all of a sudden she's like up in a tree. And she comes down like, whoa.
Yeah, like big classic jump. That was hilarious.
And then that whole scene where she like finally is like stabbing the boar and killing it is like super gruesome, but she's got blood splashing all over her face, and the boar's like fucking puking and throwing up mucus on her and shit, like all this snot. It's like super nasty, and she's just like covered in fucking blood and guts and all this shit. But the boar dies, and then it cuts to her it's from the trailer, that scene where she drops the head of the boar in front of him, and he's like, oh,
savage. And she said, like, I like hunting. Like, she enjoyed it. She just massacred this thing, and she's just like happy about it.
Yeah. She's like, have you ever tried hunting before? Like, I think I like it. And then
I think I like that. Yeah.
they're eating the food, and this scene made me laugh so hard because they're kind of like finally being, somewhat cool with each other. And she's like, hey, like, while you were sitting here doing nothing, like, I went and got the bacon. And literally, and they're like laughing about it. And they're just like going back and forth, like laughing their asses off. I guess they're kind of...
that was actually a real moment. He actually thought it was funny too. He's like, he's also delirious and hungry and tired.
They both are. They're both kind of like in shock, I think, at that time, and they're just kind of like laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
But it was just, again, like really good, like kind of uneasy, but comedic vibes. The Sam Raimi does really well. So yeah, the movie at this point, it kind of, the middle part of it is kind of a lot of them kind of getting to know each other and working together, but also having a little bit of tension. And then there's a part where she kind of goes off to the other side of the island and a boat comes by, and she's like, oh, not yet. She's like, doesn't want to, she doesn't like alert to them that they're there. And we don't know why at this point. We have no idea why she wouldn't just tell them. It's like, we think, oh, maybe she like really is like enjoying being the survivor or whatever. Or whatever, I don't know. We don't really know exactly what.
I think this is poorly planned. This scene, I wasn't a big fan of this. I think they did it too early for my liking.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm cheering for her, right? I'm cheering for her because she's obviously the good one. And it's just like all of a sudden you kind of threw this in a little early to the point where it's like, now I'm no longer cheering for anybody in this situation.
That's how I felt. Now I'm like, I don't think there's any good person in this movie so far. No. She was the one, and then that took it away from her.
Yeah. Because for later what it's revealed, it doesn't really make sense to do it so early. At that point, it is a little confusing. You're like, oh, why the fuck wouldn't... It's like annoying almost. You're like, what's wrong with this fucking idiot?
Yeah, and I can understand it too at a different point. You know what I mean? It just, to me, it sullied another 30 minutes for me where I could have like kept going and trying to cheer for her for what she was doing. But I think it was just a little early to throw a scene like that in. That was just my opinion for that.
No, I know. I agree. But by the end of it, like, you get it. It's like that moment. Like,
yeah.
But anyway, we'll get there. So she starts getting, more confident. She's stronger. She's teaching Bradley how to do stuff and how to survive. And they have a moment where they're at the bonfire on the beach one night, and they start kind of opening up to each other. she like accidentally calls him sweetie, and she's like, what the fuck? Like, or he's like, what the fuck did you call me sweetie? And she's like, oh, that's what I call my bird. And that moment was funny too. She's like, oh, you have a pet bird? She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, right, makes sense. And then she's like, yeah, I miss him. And she's like, he's like, yeah, I bet. Like, just like still kind of like taking jabs at her, like not taking her seriously and calling her
he's
weird.
like, of course this dork has a pet bird.
Yeah, like to her face, but she like doesn't get it, I guess. I don't know. And then they opened up to each other. They got drunk. They made like fruit wine or something.
Yeah, pretty much prison wine.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what they called it, like prison wine. And they get
toilet
drunk.
wine.
Toilet wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they get drunk, and Linda tells Bradley that like she was married before for 10 years, and he died he was kind of a piece of shit, and he was abusing her. He was a drunk.
He's a drunk.
Yeah, and there was one night where it got so bad, and he wanted to leave, and she was like kind of hiding his keys from him, but she was like fed up with him. She had enough and gave him his keys, and then he went off and got into an accident and died from that. So
what was your opinion on this scene? I want to know what you guys' opinion when you heard the story of her giving the keys, and did that change the way you looked at her even more so when you heard that story, or did you kind of
like in a negative
on the same page?
Because it wasn't like one time and she's like, here, take the keys. It was after, like, it sounded like years of abuse. He's done this all the time, and it sounded like it got to a point where she's just like, you know what, do what you want. I'm not your mother. That's how I'm taking it.
Yeah.
He's his own person. He got into the car. She didn't say you have to drive. So that didn't make me think you're a shitty person. I was like, I understand, but I understand why you would feel guilt after about that, but it's clearly not your fault.
Yeah, you could tell 100%. You could tell she had a lot of guilt over it, and like it wasn't like she was like happy that he was dead or anything like that. But at the same time, she kind of felt like you could tell she was like relieved in a way that he wasn't there anymore. It's just very like complicated, complex feelings, and honestly, I think it added a lot of depth to her character, because besides that, we didn't really know anything about her. Like, why is she so weird, or why is she this way, whatever.
Yeah, you understand her more.
Yeah, and then Bradley kind of, is like, wow, like he like finally felt something about her and was like learning about her. So he shares that he also didn't have a very good childhood, and that like, his parents were rich and whatever, but like his mom wasn't really like, there for him, and his dad was like kind of abusive or whatever, or it was the other way around. Either way, he didn't have good parents.
I think it's the other way. I think the dad,
he was like whatever, he didn't know him.
All about work, didn't care about him, and the mom was like verbally abusive,
and
like
physically,
you're garbage, that type of shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, his dad, he didn't really know very well, and his mom was like very abusive emotionally, physically. So he was also kind of broken from that, and he's like, I'm a piece of shit, I don't know, and blah blah blah. And they had that
worked
moment
for me. I did feel bad for him in that moment, but I think that's the only scene.
That's the moment where you're like, okay, maybe he's not a piece of shit. We're starting to understand him. Maybe he can change. Maybe they can fix this and get along. But there's still that underlying tension of like, we don't know what's supposed to happen. Like, the movie honestly is very, very unpredictable. Like, I never knew where it was going.
Like a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
At this moment, I thought this is where you're going to see turning. I thought this is where we're going to start seeing kind of like the development of the characters start happening. Like kind of put it into overdrive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then what's after that? Bradley. Bradley in the morning. Bradley's like, hey, let me cook dinner for you this time. And they're working together. They're building like a new tent or whatever. That's after the storm, right? Or their first base gets kind of fucked up.
When was the one part though about where they went for a hike and she did the bullshit excuse like, over there, if you go over there, there's a bunch of like
around the same time
poisonous stuff.
It's around it's somewhere in between here where and we should talk about that
because that's a big piece.
Yeah, they go up on like the side of the mountain or whatever, the cliff wall, not mountain, but you know what I mean. They go up and she kind of points over to there's like this like rock formation, like an X, and she's like, yeah, you see that over there? Like I went over there and it's all like thorns and like poisonous plants and stuff. So like, don't go over there or whatever you do. And he's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, like I trust you. And they have a moment.
Did you guys trust this scene?
I knew something was up.
When you watched it? That was me. When she said that, for me, I was like, there's something, that little twist there. I'm like, that's a little weird.
For me, I just thought she was yapping. I didn't. And then after, I'm like, oh, that's why. But in the moment, I didn't catch it. I'm like, why is she even saying this? But
and that's the part where she slips off the side of the cliff and they have the moment where like he's able to pick her up, and they're like kind of like that's like their bonding experience. Like, oh, I saved your life, and like I'm helping you, and we're kind of like in this together. We're gonna work together now. So that's another important part there. So, yeah, Bradley in the morning after the conversation they had on the beach when they were drunk and they opened up to each other, he's like, "Let me cook you dinner, and let me help you out." And then she's like, he gives her the food, and she's like eating it. He starts getting kind of woozy and weird, and then you see him just kind of immediately like notice that she's like kind of fucked up, and he gets up, he starts running into the fucking woods or trees, grabs a raft, drags it out, and it's nighttime. And this guy's like gonna go out and
worst time to do
he's like fuck you, Linda. Like so stupid. Like after all of that, he's still a piece of shit.
10 feet away from her.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Linda.
Yeah. He's just like on the beach, like and he's like trying to leave on this raft. And obviously immediately he's like, first of all, like, why are you going out in the middle of the night, you fucking idiot? Like, what were you trying to do?
Yeah.
On a raft? And obviously it breaks immediately, and he comes right back to the shore and the waves, and he's all fucked up. And
she's the one that gave him the idea too, because when they were up on the mountain, she's like, "Oh, these are poisonous, so don't eat these." So he got the idea from her.
Yeah.
And also at this point, I don't think she's done anything, because he doesn't know that she saw a boat and all that. She's just been keeping him alive.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like, why the fuck would he even do this at this point?
Because he wanted it again. It was like him coming out being like, I want control. I don't want to listen to what you have I don't think you're smarter than me.
That was the dumbest thing. Just during the day, you could have been like,
his ego.
I'm going to get some shit. I want to try and do this.
Yeah.
You're your own person. Let me at least try. I want to get out of here. But he hit it all and just said, fuck you. I'm going to leave you to die. I'm going to go. I just thought it was such a dumb idea. Worst timing. And then it's like back and forth. That's why I say it's a toxic relationship, because it's like, oh, I need you now. I'm going to be sweet to you.
Yeah.
And then the next day, fuck you. I'm better than you. Like, it was just back and forth.
His ego just like won't give in. Like he just has like such a fucking arrogant head.
Even after all that, which is crazy.
So this is the scene where he comes back onto the shore and he's like drowning, but Linda's kind of like still able to move and goes to help him, and she's kind of giving him CPR and like trying to help him out, and then she's puking all over him, all over his face.
I hated this.
Like so much. It's so gross, but so perfect.
Like, he likes putting that in his movies. Have you noticed that? Yes. Evil Dead and everything too, like the vomiting into the other person's mouth. I don't know what it is, but like
I hate that shit.
Because it just gets a good reaction out of the audience. Everyone's like,
one puke in my face, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
If you're not breathing, you're not breathing.
Going. It wouldn't stop. Like you think it's over, and every push she did, it more came out.
More.
Yeah. But anyway, so she saves him from drowning, and everything's fine. And in the morning, this is the craziest scene I think in the movie. At least the one that had me the most on the edge of my seat. Like I was like, holy fuck. Because she comes up and says, like, you know what, like that was fucking weird, but like you're gonna listen to me now, okay? Like this is not cool what you did. And he's like, sorry, I thought I could get away. I didn't want you to stop me, whatever. And she brings him like some like, skewer, and it's like octopus and some other shit. And he like eats it reluctantly, whatever. And then it's paralyzed him. It's like some toxic octopus or whatever. And
blue spotted octopus.
Yeah, whatever she said it was.
She's locked in. The fact that she knew this type of info, she's a psychopath.
Yeah, that too. It's like a little. She's like literally fucking like the perfect survivor ever for some reason. Like everything she's doing is like amazing, and she's like thriving on this island. But you kind of that's one of those things where you just kind of it's a movie, whatever.
Yeah,
it's silly. But so he's like fully like paralyzed and he can't move, but he's still got his eyes open. He can hear. He's able to fucking see what's going on. And she explains, this is an octopus, but you know what? And she's kind of like doing this thing where she pretends to castrate him. She has this knife and she puts it into the fire and it's getting hot. She pulls down his pants and she's like, you're not going to need this anymore, blah, blah, blah. And then it's so well done, that scene, because you really can't, it feels like she's doing it. And like, it's hard to tell because they don't show anything. It's only his face.
I thought she snapped.
Yeah, I thought she like finally, because she just tried to fucking poison her. Like, why would she not? Yeah. Try to get rid of him, or at least try to fucking get some power over him, which she does. But you see, like, so she's like cutting it off, and you hear squelching, and there's blood, and she's like, oh, and he's just like,
it squirts.
Yeah. You see him, he's just like freaking out, crying. He's like, and then she pulls up like a fucking rat or something, or like some kind of little animal.
Yeah.
And
he can't even see what she's doing. Like he has no idea what's happening, right?
Can't move.
he's like fully in shock and scared, and then she's like, okay, so like from now on, like you're gonna listen to me, like I'm in control here, like don't fuck with me because next time it won't be a rat, right?
So you made your point.
Yeah,
We're
my
good.
mouth was so. I was like watching. Remember Terrifier when we went to see Terrifier? I had like probably the same expression watching that. Like that was hard.
It was good. It was so good. That honestly, like, and this isn't even, the movie has so many of these moments where you're just like fully like you're having so much fun, but you're also kind of like scared. Not scared, but you know what I mean? Like it's like a thrill. You're like, I can't believe this is happening. Don't know where the fuck it's going.
Looking.
Yeah, so many little twists and turns, just like so entertaining is like the best word.
What happened to you guys with her character when she did that? For me, that was she's going now way too far. She's becoming him. This is the scene that made me believe that she is becoming him.
Yeah.
Because now she has the full control over everything now.
I think it made sense to retaliate, but I did think that was like another level.
Yeah.
But it's also like he did just try and like he legit tried to kill her. Like, he had no way of knowing like is this enough?
He didn't know.
He just
exactly
gave her poison.
Yeah.
And was just trying to get away. So he pretty much tried to kill her.
Yeah,
switch, like, where you're like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, this is the switching moment for me when this scene happened. Like after as well, like you see, just not to interrupt, but just after this scene, you see what he becomes. Right, this kind of he wasn't speaking for like 2 days or something like that after. So the roles are now completely flipped.
Yeah,
So this is the turning point.
Yeah, she was like pretty much fully in control at that point. The power dynamic was completely shifted. He was like, I'm submitting. I don't know. I'm scared. But you can still see he's like kind of thinking of like how he can get around it somehow. Is it there?
He just takes breaks.
Yeah, he kind of just like lets her take control for a bit while he schemes, and you can tell he's kind of like fucking around in his head. So anyway, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go out and forage or whatever. I don't know exactly what she said, but she's gonna go do something. And then she goes to like another part of the island, similar to the part where she found the first boat. And then this other boat comes in, and it's what's his name? Bradley's fiance, and like some random dude. And she's like, oh my god, hey, oh my god, I found you guys. She's all excited and shit. And she's like, Linda's like very like, oh fuck, like no, not yet. I don't want this. And she's like, yeah, like they gave up on the search party, but like I wouldn't give up on you. I never would. I have to know where he is. Like, can you take me to him or whatever? And she's like, yeah, sure. And you can tell she's like very like doesn't want to fucking do it. At the same time, you're like, why not? You're like, why not? Is it because you want to be on this island longer? Like you like it, or are you trying to make it so when you go back, it's not just like fuck you, I'm firing you. Like you want to make sure you guys have a better.
I think it was both.
Yeah, right. Like it's like I want to make sure I lock in my position before we go back, because she has this idea in her head, or at least we don't know why yet, but she's very confident that they will, right? And she's like very calm for some reason about the whole thing, right? And obviously we find out why. So they go back. She starts taking them back over to where Bradley is, and they're up on the cliffside where they were before. And I mean, it's a little silly how it happens, but like she like obviously trips, right? And she's kind of like tying her shoe, and like they obviously do they fall in like the exact same way, the exact same spot. And
these are innocent people.
Yeah,
the guy I get like that he tried to kill her, but these are just two innocent. They seemed friendly. The fiance seemed nice.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything about her other than she's his fiance, but she seems okay, right? Like she seems like innocent and all that. So they're like, you know, the guy, the boat guy is like holding her up and trying to help her, and she's just kind of like not helping and watching. She's like, help, and she's just like, and then it cuts to black, and we don't know what happened. We don't know if they survived. We don't know what happened. Yeah, well, we all assume like maybe she just pushed them, and then it comes back, and she's back on the campsite with him, and everything seems like kind of awkward. Like she's not really happy about it. Bradley notices her like kind of go onto the shore and kind of just sit there, and she's like always like, he looks like she's really guilty about something, and he's not sure why. And then this is like the dream sequence where she wakes up and she sees like,
this was good.
Yeah, I thought it was great, and I thought it was real too. It's one of those like effective ones where she starts coming out of the water. It looks like she got washed up. She didn't die, but she fell off the cliff and she fell into the water, and she's survived, and she's coming up to him or her. And she kind of looks like a zombie a little bit. It's like kind of like the way she's moving. She looks like she's like kind of fucked up. And then she gets close and they do that thing that Sam Raimi does where he kind of like, it's like a jump scare with like a really goofy kind of, like gory, like it's like very like Evil Dead.
Which I hate that it got me.
It got me too because I wasn't.
It was goofy. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and it zooms in on it and it's like a fast zoom. It's so good. And then she wakes up and she's like, what the fuck? And kind of like shooken up from that. And I guess she's like depressed, right? Like she's kind of like fucked up and
in shock almost, right?
Shocked that she like let it get this far maybe. And we still at this point don't know exactly if they're alive or what happened up there on the cliffside. But then Bradley's like, you know what, I'm gonna go get some food for us, like I'll be back. He goes and he finds in the beach his fiance's like hand just sticking out like that, and with the engagement ring still on it. So he finds it and he's like, oh my god, like he finally pieces it together, like, you know, that fucking something happened.
Psycho.
Yeah. She comes back to the campsite, or he comes back to the campsite and finds Linda just like still there, like chilling, kind of acting weird. And confronts her and says like, did you kill my fucking fiance? And she's like acting weird, like, no, I didn't. And then she's like, yeah, you did. What's this? And she's wearing the ring. It's so silly. it glimmers and it's like this little sound effect. And then so he obviously like it's revealed that she killed her, you know, fucking hit her with the rock and let them fall down. And he has the knife that she made or found, whatever. This random knife.
She said that it washed up on shore.
Oh, yeah,
but then later we find out why.
Yeah. So she has this knife that they've been having the whole time and starts chasing her, and they have a big fight and they're going back and forth, and it's kind of like, you know, back and forth, stabbing each other, fucking.
It's pretty fucked up.
It is, but that one scene where she's choking her,
the finger,
the gouge to the eye, and her eye is like popping out and fucking bulging.
That was messed up.
Oh, yeah, so fucking gross. But it was so effective. Again, like perfectly, like the effects on that or whatever. It looked like they were practical, but maybe they were a little bit CGI, whatever. But looked really good. Like everything was really bloody and fucked up, and really can't tell what's gonna happen. Either one of them is gonna get fucking killed here. It seems so. Is that right after he kind of runs away? They break apart, he runs away, and then he comes around on the side of the shore and he's looking at something and we're like, what the fuck he's looking at? And then it cuts and there's a huge fucking like luxurious ass beach house. Yeah, like nice ass house on the side of this fucking
and that's where she said don't walk there because you're gonna just be in a bunch of poisonous.
Yeah, so then he realizes like, oh, what the fuck? And then he goes inside and it's like super nice and clean and there's water and food and all this shit. And he's like, what the fuck? She gets on the intercom system or whatever. She's like fucking
turns into a full-on villain.
She's like Jigsaw or something, like talking to him like, Bradley, is that where you think a knife just washes up on the shore? You fucking idiot.
You dummy.
Yeah. So they have like this moment where they're in the house and he's kind of like walking through it, doesn't know where she is, but she can see him. She has cameras everywhere and she's in control. And then she comes up with a shotgun to him, and they have that moment where it seemed real in the moment, but you also can't tell, right? Because he was like, okay, like you're right.
It's been so many times.
Yeah, it's been so back and forth. You don't know. Like maybe he is redeemable. He's like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a monster. Like I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be better. We can do this together. We can stay here. And she's also like selling it really well. Like she's like really believing him. Like yeah, like maybe we can. Yeah. But then you notice like there's like a statue of something of like a animal, and there's like horns. Boar. Yeah. Oh yeah, the boar. And one's missing, and it's behind his back. He tries to get her and kill her, and he gets the shotgun, tries to shoot her, but it's empty, right? So like she had it all planned.
That scene reminded me of Breaking Bad. You know when Walter gets his first kill, the guy that's tied to the pole, and they're having a nice conversation, and then he realizes like the plate that broke is the missing glass piece.
Yeah.
So same kind of vibes for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought it was really well done. And again, unpredictable. Like I really had no idea where it was going. I didn't even when they showed the reveal of even the house, I was like, oh my God, like that, everything makes sense. The whole fucking plot comes together right in that moment. And you're like, okay, that's why she was acting that way. That's why everything, she told him not to go there. She had everything planned out.
Wait, so at a certain point, do you think she would have been like all right, we can get off? Or do you think,
for sure.
really?
I think the idea
But I feel
was
like at
I
a
don't
certain
know.
point
For me,
it's too
I
far
felt the
gone.
opposite.
How would you
Yeah.
even bring that up?
I think
I know
she
it's
would
been
just
2
lie
years,
about
man,
it.
but there's been a house here the whole time.
She'd probably just go to the aisle or the house and call somebody and then pretend like they just came. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, I think the idea was to kind of like see if he was going to be any like better or redeem himself. Maybe they can become like friends and have a good relationship so that when they do go back, she can have the job that she wanted and they'll be on good terms. But it never went that way. He was always trying to fucking get one over on her and then ended up getting out of control, right? So then, yeah, the shotgun's not loaded. He gets control with a golf club, which is like ironic because he was like the golf guy.
Golfer, he loves it.
And then, kills him with the golf club and it cuts. Then we fast forward to, I think it was like a year later, right? And she's like, she took over the company, it seems like. She told everybody, yeah, I was the only survivor. Everyone died. And she turned her survival story into like this like book, or like she sold it as like, this big lie that she survived and becomes rich. And she
looks rich too. She looks well put together.
Yeah, the one thing you said was like, or who, I can't remember who said it. I think actually, I think it was Nadia because we saw it with my sister-in-law as well. I think she said like, I don't understand how she, like her face was all fucked up and she had cuts and her eye was all fucked up, and then she's like perfectly fine. I just took it as like either it's one of those things where you just whatever.
Time skip.
Yeah, but it's like even in the sake of a movie, it's like that doesn't really make sense. But if you just go like whatever, it's just a movie, or you look at it like she's so rich, she got work done and got it fixed or it healed, I don't know.
You're talking about her eyes and stuff,
like just
too?
her injuries in general. But I guess it's one of those things where it's like whatever. It's not that. It's kind of being nitpicky a little bit. And then and then the movie ends with her kind of driving away, and she's got her bird, and she kind of looks at the camera in this very like like tongue in cheek kind of Sam Raimi way, where it's like kind of breaking the fourth wall. And that's it. That's the movie.
It made it not satisfying though, because you didn't have a clear good person.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, if I had to like pick, I think I would pick her because like she'd been through a lot. She was a nice person. Just this whole situation kind of made her go crazy. But she was still a better person than him, I feel like.
She was
but it wasn't satisfying because I'm still like, she's still a piece of shit.
She was, she was trying to like take control and manipulate things to go her way, but then it just got out of control and he ended up fucking dying, and so did his fiance and everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone except her. So in the end, she gets what she wanted, but like at what cost, right? Like, was it worth it? I guess, but I don't know.
But she didn't seem that affected afterwards, which makes her seem like a psychopath. She's all happy. My life is good now. I'm driving off with my bird. I'm rich.
Yeah. I mean,
I killed innocent people, but whatever.
She's also been in that kind of trauma before. Oh,
it's true.
For me, this was the like I thought this movie was like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
To like most of this movie, I was really happy with I would say 90%. I hated the ending.
Yeah.
I really disliked the ending.
What would you have rather it went like
happen?
What exactly about it?
So the one thing that like really kind of like was a letdown for me is like you're seeing character development. To me, this whole movie is about these two people kind of growing, even though the guy can't seem to grow out of what he is. You're seeing her definitely transition from one person to another.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the ending, it's kind of like the development never kind of came. It was not I'm fine with not happy endings. That's fine with me. But for me, you're kind of hoping that one kind of switches over. Do you know what I mean? So I had like two theories in my head that I was really excited about. You're either going to see like her die and he survives and he becomes a better person because of what happened, or you're going to see him die and she survives but becomes a better person because she sees what she's turned into. Yeah. But I get the whole point of it is like you turn into a monster and it's kind of, you're not born this way, you're turned into one. I get that part, but it was just, I thought we were going to have like an actual really good character development part at the end. And from kind of like the house moment and on, I really didn't like the cut, by the way, the one with the golf club, where it cuts to like a year later. I didn't enjoy. I thought even if you were to show like kind of like after that, right? It just felt weird. It felt incomplete. It felt like a different movie at the end. I wasn't a big fan of. Yeah. It felt, in all honesty, I did like the house reveal and everything because it kind of throws everything in a spin. Yeah. But I was just hoping that we would have gotten more character development in a character developing movie. right?
Sure,
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like you want to kind of let it be more clear of a character arc, I guess, for either character.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for it, right? Because everyone's changing, obviously, and we just don't get it.
Yeah, it is. I guess you're right. It is a little bit like of a loose ending there. Like it's kind of just like
I do feel
like
that one of them
like, okay, we got to
needed to
finish
die
this today.
Yeah.
I feel like someone did need to die because at that
100%.
point, if they both made it
100%.
home,
it's just the way it went.
They connected. But as soon as they got home to like their people, their peers, it would be like what she says or what I say. Who's gonna believe what? I feel like he would have went right back to like his rich friends.
I agree.
She's a psycho. It's Linda. You guys know what she's like. She did all this, get her fired, and he's good. And I think she kind of needed to kill him at that point to get where she was.
Yeah,
I was just hoping for something different. That's all. I just think for the development of all the characters and just to kind of end up with this kind of weird she is now his place kind of thing. I don't know. It just felt off. Felt incomplete.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, overall, like I had a great time watching it. One of the better experiences I've had in a theater for like I don't even know how long. Like, you know, it was good. It was fun. And just
it's
not
a fun
perfect.
movie to watch with people.
Yeah.
Seeing the reactions and that.
Yeah.
It was fun,
Yeah, I think
you gave it a 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
I know. You gave it a 9?
No, me? Oh, on
I asked you. You said it.
Oh, yeah. So I gave, for me, the most of the movie is like a 9 out of 10. And because of the ending that I wasn't Jeff, I would give it, I'm still in around like a 7.
7?
Okay.
What do you think, Trev?
Yeah.
I give it a solid 8. I had fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. I'd rewatch it if I like saw it and I haven't seen it in a while. So I liked it.
Yeah.
I think I on Letterboxd, because Letterboxd goes by like 5 stars. I gave it a 4 out of 5. So I guess that's about 8, right? Like roughly.
8.
Yeah. So I guess we're in the same boat. I think it's one of those movies that like if you're with people that haven't seen it before, it's like a great thing to put on and like kind of experience it again with them. The reactions to it and the reveals and everything are really fun. But yeah, it's just nice to see obviously, you know, Sam Raimi's very important and iconic in a lot of ways director for lots of reasons, you know. And it's just nice to see him back with something original and something really creative and just classic, like, you know, Sam Raimi stuff. So good. It's good stuff. I'm really happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a win.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's doing really well too.
We'll take it.
It's at the box office.
Really?
It's already made its money back and everything. And it's seeming to do critically really well. And
shit, that's rare for most movies these days, no?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's
they're all struggling. That's why they're not making shit.
Yeah, definitely a win. So it's good to see. So, okay. What's next? Are we ready to move on to some Fallout?
You said Fallout? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, Mitch, I kind of think you maybe should handle I don't know. I understand most of what's going on in Fallout, but since I'm not like super into the games and the lore, I'm kind of confused by some things. So I'll kind of let you lead here.
If you want to go through it,
yeah, sure.
If you want to go through it, and I'll just add in if I know what it is, because there are stuff while I'm watching, I'm like, I don't even remember what the hell that was.
Okay, yeah.
Right, there's a few things that I had to search up.
Okay, so first of all, before we get into like the breakdown or anything, what are you guys thinking of the finale? Like as a season in general, the finale, the ending, how'd you guys feel?
I thought it was the weakest episode of the season.
Weakest? Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was the one episode where I was literally like, is it almost done? I didn't hate it. I was just like looking at the time. I'm like, it's still going.
Yeah.
The rest, I was like, oh, this is good. When's the next episode? But this one just dragged for me.
The build was it the actual episode or the build up didn't hit for you?
As a finale. As a finale itself, it didn't feel like a finale.
Maybe if it wasn't the finale, maybe I wouldn't be so hard on it.
Yeah.
But it just felt like okay, we're done. Now let's just move to season 2 now. It didn't seem like it added much.
I agree.
It felt rushed.
I agree.
Yeah.
It felt rushed.
Can I just say one scene that really felt rushed before I forget? When freaking Home Alone Kevin just randomly became the new king of those guys.
The Caesar. Yeah.
He killed the one guy that saw that the original king was like, this ends with me. Yeah. And then he just walks out and they're already cheering for him. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I just put the I was just like, okay, you could have done more. Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the start. I don't forget.
I gotta say quickly on that, I really don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Macaulay Culkin, but like I don't really fuck with him as an actor.
Acting?
No, he's just like kind of weird. I don't know how I can't
agree.
even put my
Because he's popular.
No.
He's that pop culture. So they're like, let's have him in.
It's just the
He's
way
not a
he
good actor.
acts and talks. I just don't buy him in any role as an adult. You know what I mean? Like, sure, he was a kid and he was like fine child actor. Home Alone's iconic and it works. But like him now as an actor, I'm like, I don't feel like he's acting. I feel like he's just there. He's like very soft and like, I don't know. What?
When did he come back?
Not that long ago.
After
Like,
rehab. I don't
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
but like, like, what other thing has he done other than that? Like,
Nothing really.
I couldn't think of it.
Nothing really crazy.
I've seen commercials where they're joking about it, but
No.
Like Christmas commercials.
You know, yeah, but yeah, he's a struggling guy, and then he got his life back together. He married a beautiful wife.
London
has
Tipton.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, London Tipton.
Yeah.
Look at me, back from Perry.
Again, like I said, I don't have any problem with him as a person. That's just as an actor, and especially in this role, I just found it. I don't really like his acting. I don't really like his presence. Anyway,
and it's not even a big role. So the fact that it like stood out that much, I was just like, it's not. I think it's more like, look at who we got in this apocalypse world.
Yeah.
That's Kevin. You know.
Yeah. So I think I agree with you guys for the most part on it feeling kind of like not a great finale. It was a pretty weak and it didn't really satisfy me the way I thought it would. And then having that as the finale and seeing, looking back on the whole season, this season feels like another one of those seasons of television where it's completely fucking stretched out and every episode is moving so slowly that the time you get to the end, and it kind of honestly is this similar feeling from the first season. The two finales kind of feel almost identical in a lot of ways. Where she finally gets to her dad and he's there and you kind of find out what he's doing, but it's like, okay, we already kind of figured that out a while ago, and she's just kind of taking it in for the first time, and then he gets away and blah blah blah. But the one thing that really bothered me the most about this episode in particular, and it's not like it's only this episode that this happens, but this one, it really stuck out to me, is the editing and the pacing. It's like we have the stuff going on with Maximus, we have the stuff going on with the ghoul, we have the stuff going on with Lucy, and fucking what's his name, Rico's character. I forget his fucking name because his plot is so unimportant to me.
I don't even know either.
The little brother, yeah. And like the fucking the whole thing going on with the vault stuff. It's like, okay, but they have all these different subplots going on, and they're all kind of important, but they spend like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes max with each thing. Hard cut to black, fade back into the next thing, and it feels like I just want to sit there and watch something play out for its entirety, or at least most of it, before we cut randomly at the middle of it, and then we have to come back. Then I'm like, oh yeah, wait, what's going on here again? Like, where were we?
Especially for a finale, I feel like the other episodes it worked a lot better because you're like, we're gonna see what's gonna happen next episode.
Yeah.
But this one, you're expecting to have some kind of ending to at least one of the plot points. But like you said, it just cuts, goes to the next one. Oh, we'll see you next season, and we'll do it again.
Yeah. Like,
but I feel like we're being harsh on it. You guys loved this season overall, though, right?
I thought it was good.
I
yes,
enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I'm not gonna say it was the worst thing ever. I don't like the season or the show. I don't hate it. It's just it just felt kind of a little bit unsatisfying. It was a little bit disappointing as a finale.
Takes you out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, it's like House of Dragon. Starts off really strong, and then it just starts to
drags.
slow down.
Yeah, it
drags.
Like, so okay, so let's get into what actually happens here. I don't even know.
There's so much.
Yeah, like where do I even start?
He's jumping around so much.
Yeah. Let's start with the ghoul stuff. Okay, so we
Ghoul
get
and Maximus is his name.
Maximus.
We also don't have to go linear. You know that, right? We can just jump around if you want.
We remember.
Let's just talk about the ghoul's plot line here first. So the ghoul, he finally is able to get down into the vault where he suspects his wife and his daughter are in this cryo chamber thing. He finally gets down there, opens up the things, and they're not in there, which was like, all right,
this whole season.
But there was a
note. It's like, oh,
his wife left him a note.
Right, she left him a note saying that she's going to Colorado, right?
Yeah, I think it's something they talked about in the past.
Yeah.
So he knew, like, okay,
kind of a clue that they're in Colorado or something, and they weren't in there. So that's. I mean, the episode cuts back and forth like 1,800 times, but like that's really all that ghoul's plotline is. And then at the end, he just kind of goes off and he's like, I'm going to go find them. And that's kind of where we're at with him.
But he did say I like the one line he said, he's like, out of all these like shitty, like 200 years this is the one moment that I actually know that my family's alive.
Yeah.
Like that kind of just like
Sure.
cemented that for him. Like, okay, they're alive. I have my purpose. So
Well, I mean,
I like that.
how do we even know that they're alive? Like all we know is that they're not in the fucking cryo chambers.
Yeah, but she left a note, and her saying that is pretty much saying like, "Hey, I'm in this place."
Yeah, but what if we next season he gets there and then they're not there? You know what I mean? We're gonna be chasing them around forever.
It could be, but I think the fact that they just did this whole like
And that's
he's
what they're
about to
implying.
have the moment. Oh, they're not there. I think
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
okay, next time for sure.
Sure, yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
I
Rick
thought
when he's
you're
trying to find his
stretching
wife,
this.
right?
Stretching it.
You're stretching this so hard. Like
That's-
it's just
mhm.
you this whole search for him to go find his family, and it's great that like we know his family's alive and everything. It's nice and everything, but it's just this season felt like that was kind of the biggest plot point in my opinion. That
It was the
probably
most interesting.
dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
He's
I'm
the one
cheering
character
for
you're
him to
really rooting for. Yeah.
Because they keep cutting
Yeah,
back
and
and
it's like-
forth from the past and his family, and you're learning about his wife and how she was involved
and
and
that's the
everything.
best part
Yeah.
of the whole season.
Yeah. So then we finally
Right?
get to the end,
And
it's
this
like-
was just kind of let down.
I agree.
What best part, like you're saying, like him and plus the like flashback showing how it all happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling they're gonna change this into like a Fallout thing where they left the chamber like 40 years ago.
That's
Now
what I'm
her daughter
thinking.
works.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be
what I'm
something like
thinking.
that. I think.
Like we have no
Oh
idea
God, I didn't
how
even think
long
about that.
Mhm.
No,
So I
That's
mean,
true.
that's the problem.
yeah. Yeah, a ghoul plot line.
While
Kind of,
that's going on, Maximus is fighting.
yeah, Maximus
the
spends
Death
the whole
Claws?
episode. He's just fighting Death Claws, and it's like, okay, cool, I guess. But there is
That was also disappointing to me.
yeah,
The
it
fight.
It could have been better.
I
it
wasn't
could
a
have been
giant fan
it
of
could have been a
that.
lot better, and the fact that they cut away from it every 5 seconds really takes me out of the action and makes it kind of
Yeah.
like annoying to watch, which I don't fuck
And
with.
how easy it was.
Yeah,
Everything was just like one shot, boom, dead. One
Yeah.
shot, boom. Like, not to bring the video games up, right? But these are like these things that take forever to kill. Like these are the badass things that everyone fears, and it
Oh,
just
so
felt
I
like,
didn't even know they were in the game. I just assumed they made this shit up.
no,
yeah,
no.
So
but
those
that's why I
Death
thought. I
Claws are
thought we were
part-
gonna
okay.
get some like crazy, like especially when they break in, right? They break into the town. I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody's dead. Like, there's no chance
Plus,
now. And it's
they're
like,
so the comedy is funny, but it's also like, yeah, you guys are all gonna die. Why are you betting? If he doesn't win,
it's so stupid. Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
dead.
it's like I don't
No.
need to focus on the characters in the fucking shops like goofing around betting on stuff. Like just show me like a well done, no cutting away. Just show me the fight. Show me how he struggles. Give him some
Yeah.
fucking like moments where you feel tension because you don't. And then right, he gets like kicked out of his suit or something, right? And he's like laying there, and you think he's gonna get fucked up.
It's like not
Yeah.
working anymore, so he has
Yeah.
to get out to survive.
And then so Mitchell, who the fuck? I know I've seen this. These characters with the red eyes. Is this the it's
New
just
California Republic.
it's just the new it's like a little army, right? That's all they are. It's like a New
Yep.
Vegas thing.
That lady was
Yep.
the lady that Lucy met. It was just
Yeah.
her and some other dude.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
now the army's back or whatever. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So what it maybe I'll hold on to this for when we talk about Lucy stuff. But so we
Are they good guys?
yeah, okay, so that's the question is like these New California Republic people, they come, there's like a little army, they help Maximus and they fight off the Death Claws. Are they cool? You know, like
Yeah.
they're good guys?
But like, but that's the whole thing in Fallout, right? Is like, is anybody
True.
really like the good guys? You know what? I would say
Yeah.
yes in this situation, especially what's going to come in season 3.
Yeah.
But I would for right now, yes, I would say they are portrayed as the good guys in this situation.
Okay.
As good as you can be in apocalypse when
Yes.
you're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Yes, they what they're doing, they think is righteous. They yes, just to answer your question, yes, they are
Okay.
the good guys technically right now.
Okay. So I guess we can talk about Lucy's story now. Lucy's in the vault with her dad, and I really
Wait, before it even got to the dad, did it start with her killing that random head?
that's what I was gonna. Yeah. So she like Mercy
Yeah.
kills the head because she's like telling her to do it, and we don't.
What's that plot?
I don't know.
We just
I don't.
So that lady is being used. So I don't know if you guys want to get into the Enclave at some point.
No,
but
that's what I
it's-
wanted to do. Yeah. Next. Yeah.
So this lady they're using her to basically, they're like transferring her personality and everything into those chips. So when they put the chip on, do you know how they're kind of all like kind
The
of
same.
monotone kind
Yeah.
of? Yeah, she's that.
Okay.
Right. So when you see her in all
Okay,
those other
that's what I
scenes,
thought.
that's
Okay,
her personality.
okay,
so
okay.
they're kind of taking her and putting her into the chip.
Yeah, it's a little unclear. I don't know.
And
Maybe
she's
if I'm
begging
just
to kill me, so torture stuff for her, I guess.
Yeah.
So
But they just passed over that. She killed it. The dad's like, "Why would you do that?" Anyways, let's go in the golf cart and drive around and pretend we're a happy family. What is going on?
So what happened?
Yeah.
I'm a little lost. Like maybe I'm not fully focused, or I'm dense. I don't know. But they go outside.
Dense.
Yeah, probably dense. They they go outside, and her dad kind of like admits something to her about the Enclave.
We don't know.
We don't know exactly.
We don't know
what the plan was.
No.
And then he kills
Yeah,
himself.
I don't
Basically,
She asked,
right?
like, "What did you do?" And he wouldn't tell her.
And
But
then
he basically just killed himself, right? Like he just like gave over.
Yeah.
His brain's gone.
Because you said you can't reverse this. You're
Yeah.
stuck like that.
Yeah. So then he just kind of like fucking walks away, and that's it, right? For him.
But does that mean now she has an army under her control if she wants?
No.
Even her dad?
I don't think so.
Does she not have the buttons that he had and shit?
No.
I think
you're gonna go ahead.
No, I was under the impression since she killed the lady, the head, all of that stuff is like not working anymore, right? Or is it?
But he was doing it right after. Once he went under control, he was acting just like
Yeah, but I don't know
the
if you
rest of
have
them.
control over that. I think it still changes your brain, but you don't have control over them anymore. Is that how it works? I don't know. I really don't know.
I think what it is that they can control kind of what's that movie, the one with all the spies are they're in the church and they turn on the thing and everyone starts fighting each other.
Kingsman,
yeah. It's kind of like that where they can actually control like what you are going to feel, right? So they can make you feel angry. They can make you do that. I think that's
and they
how
said they could mess with the memories. Like you don't remember shit. You remember a little bit about your personality, but overall you're still like a slave.
Yeah. But
I'm great on that.
Right before he did that, though, he did admit that he was tied to the Enclave, right? And then he went and lost his memory.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck is the Enclave? Someone explain that to me.
So the Enclave, I think it's 2 and 3 it's from. But basically the Enclave is the government. It's the government that went away during the apocalypse. And this is what's left over. And they are kind of like, it's not even a government. It's like a faction that's trying to take control over everything.
Okay.
So just think of it as like the government that survived.
Like the president was part of the Enclave, right? We find out that when Cooper handed over the relic, the cold fusion thing, it was a bad idea because he obviously was part of it. Okay, yeah.
He's part of the Enclave.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the president that he gave it to. So the president was bad in a sense?
Yes.
He's part of the Enclave.
He's part of the Enclave.
Can't trust anyone. Who the hell who do you give it to? A garbage man?
I don't
know.
You
can't trust the president?
Yeah. So then
there's think about it. I wouldn't pass it to Trump. I feel like,
besides that, like everything we've covered now, it's kind of feeling like okay, we've kind of gotten a few things revealed and kind of wrapped up in a way, but it still feels like.
But then there's also the plot with the Canadian girl who's taken over the vault.
Yeah,
and she opened it and she had one of the. I'm sorry, I don't know.
She's part of the Enclave too,
Pit Boys,
right? Because he's. Okay. So did you guys understand the whole thing with him being married to another woman before?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
With the Canadian, right?
Yes.
So she basically came in, and then she kind of maneuvered her way into this marriage with him.
Yeah.
A fake marriage to get into the vault, and then now, even and the funny part is too, if you remember, the dad actually said her name when they took his memory away. So because his memory reset. That means that he is like kind of reset back to the point, I guess, where he remembers only her because Lucy's not the daughter of the Canadian.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So he must have got another wife. This is why I thought this episode was so crazy and fast because it's like, so was she the mom? No. Okay. We're not explaining anything.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a down moment for me in that aspect.
I agree.
They rushed everything so much.
I think there's just overall, like my feelings towards this season is that there's just too many plots going on. Yes, and they cut between them too much to the fact that like it just I get confused by what's even happening. I can't remember where we are and stuff. This whole thing with Norm, like what are we doing?
For finales, I feel like it's like it's either you wrap up one plot and then there's one other plot that we're gonna wait for the next season. Or they wrap everything up, and then next season, everything's fresh and new. This one, like you're saying, there's like 6 plots going on, and nothing was finished at the end of the season. So by the time the new season comes out, we're definitely not going to know what's going on. We're like, what the fuck?
Like if
The
you
new
think
season's
of,
gonna be worse.
if you think about
The new season's
Yeah.
gonna be worse.
exactly, that's what I'm thinking too. Because it's like if you think about where we left or where we started, or sorry, where we ended season 1 to where we are now in season 2, what development really do we have? Like what plot or character development? What's really changed? We've just kind of dragged out everything we were like expecting them to find and do at the start of the
Yeah.
season, and now they're kind of there, but then we're still like, oh, there's still a lot going on at the end of this that's going to transfer into season 3. It feels like a lot of setup still.
And
But
then
it's
it's
in
like, oh, you guys
Colorado
think we're
now.
done? After credits, here's another subplot.
Oh, so there's yeah. I mean, that's also
Oh,
okay.
I was washing my
let's talk-
dishes. I'm
let's
like,
talk
why
about
is the
that.
TV still going on?
So I didn't know exactly. I don't know anything about this, but I looked it up, and I have a buddy that's really into Fallout that explained it to me. So post credit scene, we are back with the Brotherhood leader guy, right? After
Brotherhood of Steel.
yeah, after Maximus and him had this fight and he left them and whatever, it cuts back to them finally, and he's looking at these blueprints for this thing called Quintus or something like that, right? Prime something.
Yep.
And it's just basically like this
Yep.
big fucking tech robot. Is it a power suit or is it just like a machine?
It's like Gundam.
Oh, it's like Gundam. Okay. And
Just made me think of Iron Man, like Mark II, Mark III, like it's their next thing.
Yeah. So then I
But
guess
this thing's huge.
if you're a fan of the games, you know what this is, and apparently it's a big deal. I saw that and I was like, huh, I don't know, right?
Like
No.
Kaiju huge?
no,
like
no,
Pacific Rim?
not that big.
Okay.
But obviously in this year, it's like you think about power armor and how important and powerful that is.
Bigger
Yeah.
than what
A
those
lot
ones
bigger.
already. So
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
It's like then okay, so we're setting up the Brotherhood coming back for revenge with this huge fucking thing. It's going to be a threat, and that's all we got from this season. That's how it ends, and now we're gonna wait how long until season 3?
That credit scene I really didn't like because, like, yes, that to me that was really cool. I'm like, there's gonna be obviously a civil war between the Brotherhood of Steel, but it felt so out of place.
It didn't
Yeah.
feel like
Like,
a credit
was
scene.
just-
It felt like it could have been in the episode. There was already a bunch
Yeah.
going on. Why did
I
we
agree.
need
I'd rather that
the
than the brother.
pause and yeah.
I
I don't
the
know.
brother, what is even going on?
you know
We're just seeing him get jumped and then he survived and now he's trying to go back to
Cockroaches
They
are
should-
eating people. I don't
Yeah.
know.
fuck if I know.
honestly, like the more we talk about this, the less I'm thinking about, or I'm thinking about the finale and the season overall. Like the less I'm kind of liking it.
Okay, but I think we're being harsh on it because when we talked about the show this season, every time we talked about it, we did like it. But I think the finale
Love
is
this
just like
season.
putting it all in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, all these subplots for what? But for sure the finale did the worst job at it. It wasn't the most entertaining and it dragged a lot. But I think it's also because it is the finale, so it just sticks out a lot more.
Yeah.
What also is scary too is that let's just say that we don't get a next season. Let's say they cut the budget or they cancel the show. The way that they set this show up is
I'll
that
snap.
like every single thing has to be connected into the next season. So it's like if they were to ever cancel the show or to I don't know, just
Yeah.
you're not going to get a new one. It's going to be such an incompleted show to
Yeah.
the point where it's like it was useless to watch.
It doesn't
Because
stand on its
they
own.
have to keep everything, every single plot line has to keep going for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why we can't kind of shrink it. Maybe that's their plan to meet all in Colorado. I have no idea.
Or one
But-
episode, finish a subplot, just focus on that. And then
Yeah.
the next episode, then you
Yeah.
can go back, like mix it up. That's all I'm asking. But
Yeah,
overall, I really
I-
like this season too.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's like a season wraps up, you're really excited about, and then you realize like, okay, well, one, we don't even know, it's not been confirmed that we're getting a third season. I'm sure we will. I'm sure it's gonna happen.
They were just signed.
Oh,
they were just signed.
Oh, okay, sorry. So
Yeah.
they were. But we don't know how long it's gonna take, and you know the way things are these days, like everything takes like 2 or 3 years to put out. At minimum, it feels like. So that's unfortunate.
Sure.
It's like, you know, by the time we get to the third season, are we going to be as excited? Because we're like, here we go again. Like we're kind of like waiting a long time for a lot of these like really important and interesting plot lines to finally go somewhere. So that's my, I guess, my major gripe with it. But yeah, overall, it's still.
It is a
still
very
worth-
popular show, though.
Yeah, for sure. It's still worth
Like
watching.
even like casuals, like my brother's really into this show, and I didn't expect him to.
Yeah. I mean, like Fallout right now is having a big moment. Like, you know, there's a lot of collabs like Call of Duty and G Fuel. They have this thing going on. Like I got this like G Fuel today. fallout. I got
Oh, that's sick.
this little yeah, I don't know. It's not like the show's gonna fall off, but I'm just thinking as like a viewer, I wish they would have just kind of focused and honed in the writing and the plot line a little bit more on this one.
Or bring it together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
Like bring all the characters kind of together.
Yeah.
Well, there's literally so much happening that we didn't even talk about House. Right?
Yeah,
like,
I know exactly.
The guy on the computer.
Yeah.
It's just because there's just so much stuff.
To be fair, there's not much to really
he'll be
say
part of
about
next
him.
season.
Yeah.
Did you guys see when they were together and like the TV flickered on the side and his face came up again? He's not gone.
No,
so it's like I think he'll be part of next season as well. So we're bringing that part back again. So
but isn't the Canadian girl going to talk to him now? Because she opened the thing and I don't know what they're called. The wristband.
It's separate. It's separate. So like
it's not him on that.
No, it's a separate Pip Boy. That Pip Boy that the Ghoul had is its own separate thing, and it's not kind of.
Okay.
No, they wouldn't be connected because House and the Enclave are. That was the whole thing. Is House couldn't figure out who the other person was. That was kind of making all the things happen in the background. Remember, he said in the equation, there's something that's not him. That's in this equation that he can't figure out, and it was the Enclave.
Is this guy? He have superpowers? The mind is working like he's superpowered. The way he's like, I know every outcome and blah blah blah.
No, I think that's just a Fallout thing. I think this is
he's just that smart. Okay.
He had money and he put his brain into a computer somehow, and I guess you don't question it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think overall the show's still well acted. You know, the story, the plot line is interesting, but it's just the pacing that they're having issues with, I think. And it's still well shot, well made, all of that stuff. It looks good. Just like I wish it would have been a little bit more satisfying once we got to the end of the season, you know?
I agree.
But
altogether though,
pretty good. Yeah.
Really good season overall.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into episode...
The positivity.
Yeah, finally.
Yes!
Season 1.
My stones are tingling, boy!
episode 3 and 4 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I mean... Not like too much to break down. The show's kind of pacing is pretty quick. The episodes are pretty short, but
3 not much to say about. 4 is where it starts coming together.
Yeah. 3 is basically the episode called The Squire. I can't even remember exactly how it started. What's like the main thing that we take away from the episode 3?
I think the main thing is like Duncan thinks he's about to sign up for it.
Yeah.
The tournament. He's like throwing up because he's nervous.
Yeah.
And then Egg tells him like, hey, you can't right now. It's just for the royals.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, why am I so nervous and why am I throwing up?
He can't go the first
So then it's
day.
more just like tournament stuff going on.
They're watching the Targaryen guy joust. And he's kind of a piece of shit. He's like, his joust or whatever you call it is like way too low, and it goes right through the horse's neck. He's being a piece of shit. Like he did that on purpose.
He wasn't trying to.
No, he's just trying to fuck people over. He acts dishonorably and kills the horse of the other knight. The crowd kind of turns on him, and there's this big moment where everything's on edge, and he's not feeling super hot about himself because of that. And then there's that moment where the fortune teller comes up to them and tells them that Egg is going to be the king.
I know a lot more about that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's starting to come out now. Everything's being revealed, kind of what's going on. But Egg is going to become the king, and he's going to die in this fire, and it's going to be a horrible death. And they're all kind of like, okay, yeah, fucking weirdo, whatever. And
that scene was really funny though, because Duncan's just like, well, she's saying bullshit. Laughing. She's like, you're gonna be the best knight and all this. He's like, oh, thank you very much.
He's like, yeah,
and then she just looks at Egg and just says the most awful shit, and he's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's a kind of a slower episode, just basically filled with more character development and making you care about the characters, giving them more backstory and just kind of chemistry between them and building up their dynamics and everything. But then we get into like this tent, and there's like this show going on, this like play, I guess.
Puppet show.
Yeah, puppet show, and they have this big dragon puppet, and this girl, I guess, that Dunk is seemingly interested in.
Oh, he's got a crush on her big time.
You see that in the first episode where he's like looking at her and he's really into her and whatever. But she kind of like pretends to kill the dragon, right? And
yeah, it's a show.
Yeah, the streamers or whatever. It looks like blood.
Yeah.
Blood comes out and it's all this dramatic. And Aerion Targaryen doesn't fuck with that. He gets really upset by that, and he's watching, and so he goes in and starts attacking, and thinks his family's been insulted, and he goes to try to. I think he breaks her finger, right?
Yeah.
He's not really saying my family's just. He's not like mad at that. He's saying he views himself as a dragon, like a legit dragon.
Yeah, but it's an insult to the Targaryens too. Form. He doesn't so like
he's
like. Yeah, it's like
you're fucking with dragons.
You don't talk about Targaryens like that. You don't because he thinks he's a dragon. Yeah, it's like the whole house and everything. So Egg like sees that happen, sprints out to where Dunk is, and goes like, "You gotta help! Like he's hurting her. Come help!" And he runs in, sees that this girl he likes is being hurt and you know held back and everything, and goes in and he starts fucking fighting, punches him in the face, kicks him.
Bro, he's hitting a prince.
Yeah, he just snaps on her, but that's like what they do. Knights are supposed to protect the innocent, and he's honorable no matter what, right? And he does what he has to do to protect her. And he
by the way, probably a room full of knights and no one does shit until Duncan comes in.
I know, that's true.
Because I think everybody knows, right? Everyone knows, maybe not.
They've been. He's a hedge knight. He's not around royalty, so they're all like, I want to be like honorable, but I don't want to fucking die.
Yeah. So he runs in and attacks and fucks up his teeth, and there's a moment where you see him kind of like lick his lips, and his tongue is very like serpent. Like, you know what I mean? It's very.
He knows that. Okay.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like the way
he does have a creepy look to him.
The way he moves and yeah, just even the way he talks is like very slimy. You know, it's like kind of like a snake or a dragon or whatever. But it takes like 4 guys to hold Dunk down and like kind of contain him, and they're gonna go, well, since you loosened one of my teeth, we're gonna break all of yours, and they're gonna like curb stomp him.
Dude, the curb stomp is crazy.
They're like getting ready and he's to do it. And then this is what the big reveal for people who don't know anything about who Egg is or anything. Egg comes in and says like stop, and Dunk's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like they're gonna hurt you, like go away. And he's like, oh well, if they do, like they're gonna have to deal with my dad. And you realize that him and Aerion Targaryen are brothers, and Egg is Aegon Targaryen. He cut his hair, he ran away from the Targaryens, and that's where the episode ends, where you get that big reveal, which they've been teasing like the whole time in little ways.
But that scene was so well done.
Have you guys known this? Yeah. So this is the thing. People were saying like online, like when the fortune teller came up and everything. I'm like, that literally flew so far over my head because I don't know anything about the books or anything like that.
It's the people that read the books. I only know because like I was like watching some stuff and I learned, but most people know it from the books.
Well, I knew it from Game of Thrones because they mentioned these characters a few times, and then you kind of like.
Yeah, but they don't. That fortune telling thing they don't mention.
No, not the death part, but just who they are and like kind of like their story a little bit, like a tiny bit. But yeah, episode 3, not a super crazy episode, but still really well done. Obviously, it's still the same quality as all the other episodes, and a good setup for where we are now, episode 4. So far, I think episode 4 here has been the best in the series for sure.
Yes,
that's what I wrote down for sure. It is.
Yeah, such a highlight, right?
It's the first time I've ever yelled at my TV like in the last like 2 years.
Really?
Watching TV, like cheering in this episode. Like,
I wish I had wine or beer in my hand at the time, but I didn't.
Yeah, so we open. Dunk is in this cellar. He's being held in like this prison cellar or whatever. And Egg comes in and he's kind of like wearing his Targaryen stuff, and he's like looking like all cleaned up. And clean egg, yeah. And he admits to him like, yeah, like this is me, I'm Aegon Targaryen, and blah blah blah. And Dunk is like pretty upset with him. Obviously, he doesn't know how to react at first, and he's being kind of like dismissive, a little bit, not like rude, but he's like obviously kind of like, bro, like what the fuck, like why did you put yourself in this situation?
Kind of feeling him out, like, are you this like good boy, or you just was all this an act type shit?
Yeah, and the kid's acting is like he's sitting there, he's like he got tears in his eyes, and he's like, I'm sorry, Sarah, I really didn't mean to.
I'm sorry, sir.
He's like, yeah, you didn't mean to, but like you did, like you lied about everything, and he's like very upset.
Yeah.
But you can tell he like feels bad, and he's just kind of like he's like, I'm sorry, like whatever. And he just wanted to be a squire for somebody, not for his brother, but for him.
He was supposed to be for his drunk brother.
Yeah.
But his brother doesn't want to be a knight, so he's like, we're just gonna hide out here.
Yeah.
But he still wanted to be a squire, so that's why he kind of just attached himself to Duncan. So.
Yeah. So he gets brought to like the Targaryen people, the Baelor guy that he's like kind of cool with, and like kind of talks to him about stuff. And Baelor Targaryen tells him that Darion told him that he kidnapped Egg. So that's another problem that he has to deal with. And he's told that Aerion Targaryen wants to have his head, right? He wants him dead, and for attacking him, and it's like he's gonna be in big trouble. But then he's like, okay, well, here's what he basically advises him before they actually have the big meeting with everyone, that you should request a trial by combat to get out of it, because he thinks like as long as you can fight, maybe you might be able to survive this. Otherwise, they're just gonna kill you.
Well, the one saying it, the fact that he's like the prince too, and everyone loves him. But like the fact that he's on Duncan's side, like from the start, he sees that Duncan's a good guy.
Because he's not like them, yeah.
He's not letting his family fuck him over completely. He's like, I'm gonna give you like a fighter's chance, pretty much.
Yeah, he basically gives him some good advice of how to get through this. So,
what's his name? Baelor.
Baelor. Yeah. So they get into the meeting with everybody, and all the Targaryens are there. The basically gonna have like a sentencing. It feels like. And so he does what he was told to do. He requests a trial by combat, and Aerion, like a little bitch, is like, "Oh no, I refuse." And everyone's like, "You can't refuse, man. Like that's not how it works." And so he goes like, "Okay, well, how about this? A trial by 7," which apparently is something they haven't done in like years. It's something they did like way back by a bunch of.
His dad didn't even know about it. His dad's like, "What the fuck is that?"
He was like, "What the fuck is a trial by 7?" So basically, it's like, okay, so basically you have to find 6 other knights to fight beside you, and it's going to be a 7 versus 7 joust, or they'll just kill you. It's either you do that or you die, right? So at least you get your try by combat, but it's not going to be 1-on-1.
At first, it did sound like it's him against 7, but then he's like, "No, I get 7, you get 7."
Yeah.
And the reasoning for that is because they have 7 gods. They're all made up gods in the books.
Yeah.
But there's 7 gods, and that's the reason for the 7.
Yeah. So right after that, basically they go out and he's trying to find people to join his team, and he's talking to Stefan.
Well, he's only talking to those 2 cousins.
Yeah, basically at that point.
Yeah.
He's only got Stefan, and Stefan says, "Okay, I'll fight for you. Like, it's a knight's honor to protect the innocent, and that's what I'm about. And I don't like these Targaryen fuckers and blah 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 blah." Egg comes and helps him out. He says that Darion and another, I forget his name, it's like my car or something like that, and 3 of the Kingsguard.
So many names.
Yeah, and their names are all so fucking weird and different, oldie type names.
Makar is the dad.
Yeah. And then he'll get 3 of the Kingsguard to come fight for him.
Which is bullshit. They're all trained. Like that's their main job.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens? Darion comes in to wherever they are and apologizes to Dunk for what he did, and says like he'll fall on purpose. Right? He's gonna kind of give up in the fight.
Hit me on the side of the
pretty
head.
Much saying, hit me on the head, I'll go down.
Yeah, he's like,
I'll
just
play my part.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not gonna support this, but like we have to do this, right? And then he tells him about this dream that he had. He's like, my dreams are like not like your dreams. I have like kind of like visions or whatever, and I saw you with a dead dragon, which is like, oh, okay. He's talking about, I guess, Targaryens. You know, like kind of.
It doesn't necessarily mean a dragon. It just means someone with the dragon blood in them. It
yeah.
Any Targaryen.
Yeah. Or it might be like, in his vision, he might have seen like an actual dead dragon, but that might be a metaphor for Targaryen people, right? So,
which is why I think he's a drunk, because he's constantly seeing all these things come to life. It's in his dreams, and he's like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna numb myself."
Yeah. And then the guy who builds the armor and the shield and stuff tells him that the girl.
Really good scene.
Yeah, that was a great scene actually, because he's like really taken back by all the support that he's getting, and he finds out that the girl he likes that was attacked has fled. She's gone to Dorne, so she'll be safe there and away from everything. So then he reveals the shield that he made for him. You know, he says that he reinforced it and he doubled the thickness of the steel, and that, who was it that painted it? Was it the girl?
It was the puppet girl.
The puppet girl, right? and she painted it in with the falling star and the tree where the elm tree where he basically like his home, where he stays, and it's like a very really great moment. The acting and just even
So
like
sick.
the lighting and everything, like overall, like, and again in both of these episodes, like so many great moments of cinematography, and I
Beautifully
love
shot.
it is, and I love the lighting too. Like it's not like that like studio lighting where everything's like super well lit and clean and like smooth. It's got like a grain to it. It's got like this like kind of everything looks a little bit like, I don't know, like rough around the edges, but in a great way, like a filmic way, which I really enjoy looking at. Obviously, so it comes to the morning, and Egg brings more people. He's got Lionel Baratheon, and a few other of the knights that are around.
He thought it was the cousin that got all these people. And
and then Egg's
what?
like, yeah, no, he's like, Egg did it. And he's like over there with an axe. He's like swinging it around and shit. Yeah. And then they go into they're getting ready for the joust or the combat
battle.
And all of a sudden Stefan's like, hey, Arian promised me like to be a lord or whatever, and I'm gonna switch sides out of nowhere. He's like, fuck it, I don't care, even though I told you I'd help you. And then Dunk's like, okay, well, I guess we'll do 6 versus 7, and everyone's like, nope, that's not how it works. You gotta have 7 or else we're gonna
but at this point it's 5. They only have 5. They need 2 more.
Oh, is it 5?
Because they were already down 1, and then the cousin's like, oh no, I'm not fighting for you. So they lost 2 just right there. And
yeah. Okay, that's when he goes up, and the squire guy, Raymond, he's like, I'll help you, even though he's like not super, he's not a knight.
Sir Raymond's his friend.
It's like the smaller guy who's like a squire for the knight.
Yeah, the cousin to the other guy.
Yeah, and he's like, knight me right now. And you can tell, like, since he's faking, he wasn't actually a knight. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, I don't know. And Lionel's like, okay, I'll do it.
I took it both ways. I took it like, I think that was the main reason, but I also thought like, he's like, if I knight you, you're possibly about to get butchered.
Well,
but then after I'm like, no, I think it's more because he can't do it.
But I do think he felt bad too. He was like, fuck, like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want you to get killed. I don't want anything.
Well, he's getting all this help, but it's just because he's a likable dude.
Yeah, everyone's there to support him, right? Because I think there's a moment where he's like, well, he did what he had to do. Oh, that's right after. So Lionel knights him, and they got that moment. This all shot very well, and it's just so like impactful, like the emotions building, and you're like, here we go, like things are about to get serious. And they still need one more guy. They need one more knight to fight, and he goes to the crowd, and he has that he's on the horse, and he's talking
epic speech.
Yeah, and he's screaming out to them, and he's like, saying like, is there nobody here that will fight for me? Or are you all cowards? Like, I don't believe that there's a knight. This, whatever he says, I can't remember exactly what he says, but it's like a very powerful moment where he's kind of speaking to the crowd. And then the music's swelling, and one guy, this big fucking dude, gets up,
monster,
and he's like, oh, and everyone's like, oh, it's the brute, and he's like, it's like about to go, and then he just rips ass and sits back down. He's laughing.
Had a bigger fart than how he is.
Yeah, everyone's laughing because he's just trolling basically, and then it seems like, okay, well, I don't know, like no one seems to be wanting to fight. Everyone's kind of laughing.
Yeah, then he screams one more thing. Like after that, he's pissed off. Like, are there no like honorable knights among us?
Yeah.
And then that's where the pause happens. Yeah.
So, and then the doors open. In comes fucking Baelor,
the prince,
the Targaryen, turning on his own family in a way. And
I was yelling.
Wasn't it great? It was such a good moment. And
the most Game of Thrones moment of this show, or even compared to House of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And they played the theme song at that moment.
Yes.
The rest of the beginning episodes, they kept fucking with us.
Yeah.
But that was like, they know, okay,
let's be
Game
serious.
of Thrones fans are gonna love this. Let's play this shit.
Yeah.
It was just amazing.
And then the dad is like, are you like, have you lost your mind or whatever? He's like, hey man, like, he did what a knight's supposed to do, is protect the innocent, and like I fuck with that. That's what you do. That's honorable. So he's gonna fight for him. And it gave me goosebumps just the way they ended it, where he's taking it all in. He's like, oh fuck, okay, here we go. And then he kicks the horse, starts moving, like just for a second or two. Cut. Perfect. You're like, here we fucking go. Good.
And they did that with what was it, 32 minutes, 33 minutes?
Yeah.
Like I'm just surprised that they're able to like keep us engaged and all that just for that little time, because we're not used to this short episode.
How many episodes are left?
8, I think. I think there's 8 total.
8 total?
No, wait, maybe there's only 6 total. I think there's only 6 total, actually.
Because now I'm trying to think of like what's going to come next. Like how much time do we have to see what's going to be coming
that's
next?
the thing. Like I was worried about when they announced this. Like we're gonna do kind of a shorter season. The episodes are gonna be shorter. We're gonna still do the weekly thing. And I was like, oh man, like how are they gonna hold our attention? Like, is it gonna work that way?
They have.
It's worked because it's just so well done. The story is so well written. The characters, everything. You care so much. By the time the next episode comes, you're so excited. And honestly, the pacing has been. I mean, yeah, it's still a short, very short story. Doesn't have too much going on, but it's so engaging, and the pacing's been so well done that it really doesn't matter. Like I'm still locked in all the way, and I'm ready for what's next. So I think that there's the next episode. Obviously, we're gonna get the battle, and then I think there's only one more after that, and that's it for this season. But
you think it's gonna end the next episode?
I'm pretty sure.
Battle?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, what do you mean?
Like the 7, like what's going on?
Oh, you think we're gonna wrap that up?
I think it would.
Yeah, maybe.
Or do you think it's gonna
the 6th episode?
I feel like it would take it away if they just keep cutting it to finish it. I feel like we got 30 minutes. We already have the build up, the fight starting. Just let it happen.
And then episode 6 will be some kind of
aftermath.
Yeah, and just kind of setting up for next season. Because I don't know if we mentioned this last time we talked about it, but they already have announced that they're fully committed to releasing the show annually, and they're already working on season 2.
That's huge.
They've since before this even started, the season dropped. They were filming season 2, so they know what they're doing. They have it planned. They're not going to be fucking around with anything. Like they have their timeline that everything's going away it should. And
Egg's not going to come back being this
exactly.
Much taller,
yeah, exactly.
Deep voice, shitty acting. Yeah,
and it's like like for example, like Stranger Things. Like they were working on the last episode of that season, and they still didn't know what the fuck's going on. Like we don't have to worry about that. Like they have their plan and they're gonna execute it, and it's gonna be hopefully the next season as good as this one's been.
And this is one story the writer actually finished. Like they're going off the book.
Yeah.
That's why it's gonna work so well.
Yeah, another great episode this season of in the Game of Thrones universe, I guess. It's honest. Oh, this episode I should mention, this episode 4 here. Out of all of the Game of Thrones stuff, like Game of Thrones itself, the main series, House of the Dragon, this is the highest rated out of everything in the Game of Thrones universe by a little bit, but still, it is.
I think it's 9.7,
something like
10.
that. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think overall there are more interesting and impactful and better episodes in Game of Thrones, especially even House of the Dragon. But I mean, just according to fans, this is up there amongst the best, and technically by a small margin, it is the best rated. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Not gonna argue that.
No, as you guys know, Game of Thrones is like my favorite show, and this is like just awesome to see, especially after House of the Dragon season 2 was kind of a letdown. Wasn't
still good,
but it was like a little bit of the same problem I had with Fallout season 2, where it was like we dragged things out a little too much.
I still haven't watched season 2.
Well, you should before we get to season 3, because that's this year in June.
Is it really?
Changing it might be better.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, overall, really, really happy with the season so far, and I'm excited for the next episode. The only thing is I guess we should mention now is like, since they do drop on Sunday nights, it's usually like right after we record, right? So it's kind of hard to keep up exactly with it. I'm not sure if next week we'll have another episode just based on like work schedules. So by the time that we get to the next episode, we might actually be caught up, I think, right? We might actually be able to all talk about it.
We'll do kind of like what we did here, like
maybe
pretty much went through 2 episodes.
Yeah. I just want to make it clear, like if you're wondering like how that's gonna work, sometimes we might be a little bit late on things, but we will talk about everything and get it out to you as soon as we can. Anything else you guys want to talk about with this season, or are we able to move on? We got a couple things planned, right?
No, we can move on. I'm good.
Okay, so we're at about an hour 40. We can spend the next like 10 or 15 minutes just doing a little bit of whatever you've got planned here, Trev.
I don't have anything crazy planned. I just have I don't know if you guys have any recommendations, like your own.
Oh yeah, I have one.
Any songs, any movies, any shows?
Sure, yeah.
I can start with me to get off.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you don't have to explain it so much. Just finished this show called Dark Matter on Apple TV. Really good sci-fi show. And okay, people might be exhausted because it's about multiverse shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the one thing where it actually made it interesting and well done. And you're like, this is crazy. But anyways, that's all I'm gonna really say. crazy sci-fi show.
Okay.
Really good money put into it. Apple TV, done well. So check it out.
Cool. You have anything, Mitch? Anything interesting?
I got no recommendations.
No.
I'm still struggling to keep up with you guys.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I don't have anything crazy.
What about that samurai show?
Oh, but that's a little old. I'm pretty sure there's a second season. I can't remember what the.
I know, but it
show
can
is
be
called.
anything. Anything you just. There's so much shows and movies and things now that you think everyone
is
heard
that
about it, but they're
called?
like, "What the hell is that?" So that's why anything that you like could think of.
Trevor? You watched it too, right?
Yeah, but I forget the title. Like the last.
So do I.
Is it an anime?
It's a Netflix.
No,
it's not
live
anime.
action.
It's a Netflix show.
Oh.
Think of Squid Games with samurais, and they're trying to be the last one to survive. The winner gets money.
When you said
the plot.
when you said samurais, I thought you guys were talking about Shogun on FX.
Oh no, not that one. It's called The Last Samurai Standing on Netflix. It's actually really good.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like the whole plot, really, in essence, is it's about the samurai era is coming to an end.
Okay.
Right. So the samurai era is coming to an end. They're kind of being pushed out. You guys are no longer useful. And now they're doing this big tournament. I'm not going to get into it because there's a huge kind of behind plot that's kind of like a mystery in the show. But basically, it's a battle royale of samurai. And these 150 samurai have to get from, I think it's around Osaka. I could be wrong. Or Kyoto, I think it's from. And they have to get to Tokyo. So the first one to get over there and the only survivor is the one that's going to be crowned the champion. But there's so many little plot points and mystery behind the show that I found that very good. Thank you for reminding me of that. I totally forgot. And I think season 2 is coming out this year, if I'm not mistaken, coming out soon.
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
No.
That's a Netflix show, you
Last
said?
Samurai Standing.
On Netflix.
Hmm?
On Netflix,
Yeah.
you said? Yeah.
On Netflix, yeah.
Cool. Okay. I mean, for me, I don't have anything crazy. I have an album recommendation. I just did a reaction to it actually on the other channel on Transcast, but
You can plug it. What's your channel?
yeah, Transcast. We did a reaction to the new Joji album. It's called "Piss in the Wind." Yeah, I don't know if you guys know anything about Joji. He's like, you guys remember on YouTube? Do you remember Filthy Frank?
Oh yes,
Yes.
okay, I know what you're
Yes,
talking
yes.
about. He's a weird looking dude.
Yeah, so he's that guy. That's him. He's like a half Japanese, half whatever. I don't know, but he transitioned to like a full on music career, and it's not like jokey. Like Pink Guy had like kind of like joke songs, like he had like a joke album.
Yeah,
but this is like real full on. Joji's been around for a while doing like serious music. And
he has tons of albums.
Yeah. And this new one that came out, for me, it was a no skip. If you guys, I mean, like you could just even watch the video and get a good feel of what the album sounds like and my thoughts on it and everything if you're interested. But I don't know, just really, really good stuff.
No skip meaning like you liked every song and you didn't have to skip a song?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so it's like if you're comparing a show or a movie, I didn't grab my phone.
Exactly.
I watched.
I wouldn't skip it. I could listen to it all the way through and I thought it was great. So
nice.
There's that. And then as for what I'm watching right now, I'm just kind of going like Canada Shore, honestly. It's the Canadian version of Jersey Shore.
What is that on?
No way.
It's on Prime or Paramount right now. But honestly, if you like anything like that, like Jersey Shore vibes, it's amazing. And I'm going through like in between episodes, they're releasing on every Wednesday night or something. I'm watching Jersey Shore again. My favorite show, honestly, like my favorite reality show.
I forgot about it. I remember it was coming up, but I forgot.
It's so good.
Okay, I'll check it out.
If you're into shows like, reality trash, kind of like Love is Blind or Too Hot to Handle, it's not exactly that. It's more, it's not like a game show. You guys know what Jersey Shore is. It's like just Canadian version of it. It's a modern version. Snooki's in it.
Where is it in Canada?
It's in Kelowna, BC. But like most of the cast are from Toronto. And there's one guy from Newmarket actually, which is interesting. But just really entertaining. Really entertaining. And if you guys like are interested in anything like that, just to put on and laugh a little bit.
Cool. No, that's a good rec.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I had a debate question, but I feel like we kind of went on pretty long, so I don't know if it's.
No, I mean,
if I could just save it for the next.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
But I don't think we should go crazy detailed in it.
Sure,
because you could say a lot about it.
Yeah, we're getting close to 2 hours here. That's okay.
I was just thinking of an idea, and it's a simple one, but I was thinking of Iron Man, and I was thinking, which movie did you think was the best Iron Man? If you had to put the three in order.
Okay, so just 1, 2, and 3.
Just 1, 2, and 3. Just his solo movies.
1, Let me think about that.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, whoever thinks
be
of it
one.
first.
One.
For me,
Yeah,
it'd
I
be
think
one.
that's the obvious. I think it gets tricky with 2 and 3.
Two, I wasn't a giant fan of. 3, I in all honesty, I wasn't a big fan of the switcheroo.
They both got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying the switcheroo of Mandarin in 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
I wasn't a
wasn't a big
fan
fan
of them changing War Machine in
Oh yeah.
number 2. I was
Yeah.
like, who is this guy?
But the way
But
they
no,
did
then
it,
you get over it.
the way they like did it was perfect. They were just like, yeah, it's me, whatever. I'm here,
Yeah.
whatever. Let's get over it. Like,
Yeah.
it was a completely different guy. But
Yeah.
no, honestly, okay. I think the safe answer and probably the realistic answer is Iron Man 1 because it's just overall a good movie and it kind of started the MCU and everything. It's iconic.
Mhm.
But if I think about like my personal preference, like what would I rather, what do I think has more cool moments, character development that's more interesting to me? Honestly, maybe Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm
He's
not going to
going-
argue on that.
he's going through his anxiety in that movie. It's developed from
Yes, see?
you feel like you got finally get like a vulnerable Tony. There's lots of cool suits in that movie. The fights are cool. The Mandarin stuff, yeah, it's silly, kind of. But before it gets
Mhm.
revealed, there's a lot of cool stuff that goes on and like good action and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, Iron Man 1 has stuff like that too, but it's very stripped back. It's more toned, or simple.
So
I
you're
would
saying
guess.
3 is your first?
Or are we ranking them? I'd just say 3 is probably my favorite.
Just favorite.
So
I guess.
you would say that's your number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kind of like them all.
That I
Though.
didn't expect.
I've never really been a hater on either 2 or 3. People kind of say they're shit and whatever, or like the worst of the MCU. I don't think so. I think they're fine.
They're watching
No.
back. They're actually pretty good. They're
Yeah.
entertaining. Me personally, I think Iron Man 1 is the best.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the best Marvel movies overall.
Okay.
Just the whole origin story and him becoming Iron Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I was conflicted with number 2 and 3 because, like you're saying, 3 has all the like. We're actually seeing him go through shit, character development.
Well, the events
He has an
after
anxiety attack.
Avengers. After
He thinks
Avengers,
he's getting poisoned. Yeah, it's
that
after
stuff,
Avengers.
Yeah.
But he thinks he's getting poisoned. He's like,
Mhm.
Jarvis, what the hell's going on with me? And
Yeah.
it's like, sir, you seem to be having a panic attack.
He's like, me?
Your anxiety,
Me?
blah, blah. He's like, me?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. I really
So
like
that-
that stuff. Yeah.
And it's like a Christmas movie kind of,
Yeah,
the vibes that are
yeah,
going on.
Yeah.
It shows that he's more than just his suit. Like, unlike freaking Ironheart said about him, complete garbage.
Yeah.
He lost all his money. He lost all his tech, and he still
Don't even
kicked
get
ass.
me started
So
on Ironheart.
screw you,
bro.
Ironheart.
Don't even get me started.
Please die. I'm kidding. Don't die. I just dislike you. But number 2, Iron Man, I was conflicted because there is a really good scene, but it doesn't make up for the whole movie. Him and War Machine side by side fighting against all the other crappy robots that the villain made.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best like action comic book like scenes overall.
Yeah.
Very entertaining if you watch it on YouTube.
I agree.
But
What's your if you had to pull this question out? So let's add on to Trevor. What is your favorite movie with Iron Man in it? Quickly.
That could be like a lot of things.
I'm gonna
You're
say
right.
Iron Man 1
Yeah.
Really? Mine
because it was
I'd
all about
probably go
him. We got
Civil
the
War.
scene.
Yeah, I
Civil
was
War?
thinking Civil War as well.
Yeah, Civil War would probably be mine.
He's a moody bitch to me in Civil War.
Yeah,
I was Team
but
Cap,
it's
You
so
so
cheer
I'm
for
biased.
America that one.
Yeah, I was Team Cap.
I'm Team Cap
Yeah.
as well, but I still think that
I was
movie.
I just
Team
because
Iron
Iron
Man in
Man's
that
the
one.
cause of most of the problems in MCU, and now he's getting a heart.
Yeah, but
Guys, we need to fix
but
ourselves.
Trevor, it's because of what happens in Iron Man 3 where he doesn't trust and he has anxiety about protecting everyone and he gets a little bit too carried away with that.
But I'm going off of you said favorite movie with Iron Man. He doesn't do a lot in that movie Iron Man wise.
That's fair.
That's true.
Fair.
So Iron Man
Yeah.
1, it's like you're seeing him. Oh, he can
You're
make
right.
more than just a bomb. He's making a full on suit
I do like the
that
conflict.
no one's ever made.
The conflict and him finding out Bucky killed his parents and like
Yeah.
all that
that's
stuff.
huge.
It's all great. Him losing
great.
at the end.
But that's so much different shit. That's other characters. If I'm not just going off Iron Man, number 1.
Well, I mean that's specifically Tony's like development though in that movie. That kind of
Yeah.
sets up like a bunch of shit. Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
So your
could go
orders,
forever on that
I
one.
got number 1, then number 3, then 2.
I'm with you.
I would go 3, 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So no love for number 2.
I don't even think 2's
It's-
bad, but it's just not the
Yeah.
best in my opinion. Yeah. Okay.
The suitcase scene when he puts the suitcase on
Yeah.
his chest, and
That was
That's
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
because that was before we got the stupid like
Yeah.
it just all of a sudden everything's on him.
Nanotech.
Minus a point for
Nanotech.
Elon Musk being in that. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's like got the
But yeah,
F1 race.
overall,
Yeah.
none of those movies were like considered bad to me.
No.
So.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Compared to what's now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God,
Trust
let's
me,
not get
brother.
into that.
All right. So yeah, that's about it. I think that wraps everything up for episode 2 here. I don't think we have anything exactly planned for next episode. We're gonna have to figure that out, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm working next Sunday, so we're gonna have to change some things. But
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll be back very soon with another episode, and hopefully you guys stay tuned. But for now, that's us, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
see you guys.
See ya.